What is Cross-Origin Resource Sharing, CORS? Cross-Origin Resource Sharing, CORS, is a browser mechanism which enables controlled access to resources located outside of a given domain. It extends and adds flexibility to the same origin policy, SOP. However, it also provides potential for cross-domain attacks if a website's CORS policy is poorly configured and implemented. CORS is not a protection against cross-origin attacks such as cross-site request forgery, CSRF. Same origin policy. The same origin policy is a restrictive cross-origin specification that limits the ability for a website to interact with resources outside of the source domain. The same origin policy was defined many years ago in response to potentially malicious cross-domain interactions, such as one website stealing private data from another. It generally allows a domain to issue requests to other domains but not to access the responses. Relaxation of the same origin policy. The same origin policy is very restrictive, and consequently various approaches have been devised to circumvent the constraints. Many websites interact with subdomains or third-party sites in a way that requires full cross-origin access. A controlled relaxation of the same origin policy is possible using cross-origin resource sharing, CORS. The cross-origin resource sharing protocol uses a suite of HTTP headers that define trusted web origins and associated properties, such as whether authenticated access is permitted. These are combined in a header exchange between a browser and the cross-origin website that it is trying to access. Vulnerabilities arising from core configuration issues. Many modern websites use CORS to allow access from subdomains and trusted third parties. Their implementation of CORS may contain mistakes or be overly lenient to ensure that everything works, and this can result in exploitable vulnerabilities. Generated ACAO header from client-specified origin header. Some applications need to provide access to a number of other domains. Maintaining a list of allowed domains requires ongoing effort, and any mistakes risk breaking functionality, so some applications take the easy route of effectively allowing access from any other domain. Errors parsing origin headers. Some applications that support access from multiple origins do so by using a whitelist of allowed origins. When a core request is received, the supplied origin is compared to the whitelist. If the origin appears on the whitelist, then it is reflected in the access control allow origin header so that access is granted. For example, the application receives a normal request like get/data, HTTP 1 host, normal-website.com, origin, https://innocent-website.com. The application checks the supplied origin against its list of allowed origins, and if it is on the list, reflects the origin as follows: http 1 OK, access control allow origin. This attack involves the following steps. The victim user makes any plain HTTP request. The attacker injects a redirection to http://trusted-subdomain.vulnerab.la-website.com. The victim's browser follows the redirect. The attacker intercepts the plain HTTP request and returns a spoofed response containing a core request to https://vulnerable-website.com. The victim's browser makes the CORS request, including the origin, http://trusted-subdomain.vuln-website.com. The application allows the request because this is a whitelisted origin. The requested sensitive data is returned in the response. The attacker's spoofed page can read the sensitive data and transmit it to any domain under the attacker's control. Intranets and CORS without credentials. Most CORS attacks rely on the presence of the response header. Access control allow credentials, true. Without that header, the victim user's browser will refuse to send their cookies, meaning the attacker will only gain access to unauthenticated content, which they could just as easily access by browsing directly to the target website. However, there is one common situation where an attacker can't access a website directly, when it's part of an organization's intranet and located within private IP address space. Internal websites are often held to a lower security standard than external sites, enabling attackers to find vulnerabilities and gain further access. For example, a cross-origin request within a private network may be as follows. Get/reader, URL =doc1, PDF host, intranet.normal-website.com. Origin, https://normal-website.com. And the server responds with HTTP 1 OK access control allow origin *. Real-time hunt for CORS will upload soon. Please subscribe my channel and share with your friends.